What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your man Noah, man. We're back for another installment of Snt Podcast. I got some good guys with me. My brother AD, we got Les, we got C-Mac with us. This is Snt Podcast. We got an intersection of sports and culture. Make sure you tap in everything we got going on. Get with us on Facebook where the essence of this thing began. Shout out to Kamish for making this possible. Get with us over on Clubhouse. Shout out to Smooth, best moderator on the app. SntTalkSports.com, SNT Sports across all social media platforms. See what we got going on YouTube. Just tap in with the movement, man. We're doing all the right things for the culture and sports, man. Fellas, how y'all feeling?
Great.
Let's go first. Les, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm sober tonight. Watching the Celtics struggle against the Pistons, and then I'm gonna have to hear Daniel Daly say, "Oh yeah, they're injured, and they're injured, and they're injured." Shout out to Daniel.
Les, you didn't expect that letdown after they just beat Philly by 50?
Shout out to Double D, man. Double D is a resource for the masses.
Yes, he is, definitely is. No, I didn't expect a letdown. I mean, I don't know what to expect with this team. That's the problem.
I told you that earlier, Les.
Yeah,
the problem
consistency.
25 threes is you're going to try to make 25 threes every night.
Exactly. And they're not a team that should be shooting 25 threes, in my opinion. But if they can make them, you see what they can do. But you can see what anyone can do if they make 25 threes in a game.
Right. I mean, Houston make 25 threes, they win it.
Let's talk about the good things about your Celtics right now. They're the best defensive team in the last 15 games.
Since the turn of the year, man. So, fellas, I mean, y'all kind of did it for me, man. Y'all kind of got us right into the first topic. Celtics, the hottest team in the NBA right now. And for those who don't know, S&T is not, affiliated with any particular city, but it is rooted here in Boston. I'm a massive follower here in Boston. Our commissioner is from Boston, even though sometimes he gets confused about that. But Boston Celtics, hottest team in the league, man. Playing exceptional defense. It looks like, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum might be hanging out off the court. They might be playing video games and shit together. A lot of high fives and chest bumps going on. A lot of defense being played. I questioned someone earlier, though, Les, and you being the resident Celtics fan, I need to tap in with you. I questioned someone earlier. What is y'all win streak at, 10?
9.
I questioned what teams have y'all, what healthy teams or really good teams have y'all beaten that streak? Because I know y'all got Denver, and of course we know Denver's missing their number 2 and number 3 players. Y'all, who else did y'all get? Y'all got us. Obviously, we didn't have any of our big 3 or any of our stars playing. You saw Philly without James Harden.
Yeah, and I think I think Philly. I don't know if there's a such thing as you get the big trade hangover. I don't know if that's a thing, but they didn't look like they were ready to play. But I'll take the win.
Whoa.
But I'm sorry. So let me get back to what you were saying. So I don't think we beat anyone that was healthy. I think every win that we had during this 9-game winning streak, you could find a couple of things, not just one thing, a couple of things to say, well, this team was flawed and they were hurt. Some players were missing. And you know what? That's fine because you want to be able to win the games you're supposed to win. Earlier in the year, we were losing games we were supposed to win. And then the excuse was, well, we're not healthy. Well, you got your 2 all-stars on the court. You should win these games against bums. Let's be honest. Like some of these bums that we lost to. Right now, we're struggling against Detroit. We should not be struggling against Detroit, even though Marcus Smart and Robert Williams isn't playing. So who are the Celtics? Are they a team that can beat bad teams consistently? Or are they and maybe give a good run to a good team? Or are they just a team that can only beat bad teams and they can play down to the level of their competition at times? I don't know what to like. I'm happy we're winning, but the ultimate goal should be what we need to do to get to a championship. And
of course.
I don't, I think we're a little better after the trade, Noah, but I mean,
AD, stop laughing.
I don't know. I know AD's all happy about the Celtics. Probably. AD, are you a resident Celtic Yahoo? I forget. I can't remember.
I definitely support what Brad did. He got under the luxury. He got under the luxury tax. You know what I mean? He brought back familiar faces, and not only that, he brought back interior defense. And those moves were only for MD. Theus always plays MD well. Horford plays MD well all the time. Watch them. Remember those games when they used to beat the brakes off Philly in the postseason.
Horford was a little bit younger then. He was average Al then. He's below average Al now.
And it doesn't matter. He still plays decent enough for the Celtics. He likes playing with the Celtics. You can see it. He has a passion for Boston. I think Marcus Smart is playing well before that injury. I think that's why they're struggling tonight.
How bad is the injury?
I mean, he rode it pretty good. He rode that pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they say high ankle, the worst variation of an ankle roll.
So, I read somewhere, it might have been ESPN or it might have been the Herald, that it wasn't that bad. But if you're saying it's a high ankle sprain, that sounds bad. So,
I mean, this shit touched the earth, dog. This shit was on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks.
And the thing is, right? He could probably come back before then, but the NBA
all the way right.
Yeah, the NBA really they do that a lot now. No, they don't let you come back early. Doctors are really signing off on it. Like, nah, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. Right. Like he thinks he's ready, but nah, you're not ready.
Especially with something like a high ankle, because that's easily re-aggravated, and it doesn't even have to be a full sprain. But when you don't let that high ankle get all the way right, especially heading into the playoffs, you don't want to run the risk, especially when he seems to be one of the galvanizing factors. It looks like he has increased his basketball IQ, where he's actually owning the role, and I'm seeing a lot more facilitation from him. And I'm seeing a lot of easy buckets being created by him, and that this comes from you deciding. It all starts at the head, right? I think Tatum and Brown are doing a better job with maybe some ball movement and maybe some play, just creating some different plays, and that's taking the desire from Marcus to want to jack up a bunch of ill-advised shots. And I think it's very helpful. I think it's, again, a trickle down from the higher-ups, meaning JT and both JB, playing a more team-oriented style of basketball. And everyone else is following suit. But, you got to respect the 9-game win streak in the NBA. This is the NBA. They're going against NBA teams. But I was just curious in terms of the quality of the teams you're beating. I'm from a time and a place where you can't just tell me you won. You got to tell me who you beat. I'm saying there's a difference between fighting a fighter and fighting a dude who ain't never been in a fight. So that's why I asked. It was no shade at all. C-Mac, what is your take, man? We always got to get your take on things. For those who don't know, Corey is one of the most decorated head coaches in this game of basketball. If you don't know him, Google him. That's why we rely on this opinion very highly. C-Mac, floor is yours.
Appreciate y'all. So I don't have an issue with the Celtics. I think people like Les and Nate the Godson, his boy, been waiting for this winning streak. Waiting for this winning streak for so long. I think they're making a lot more plays. Like we just wanted them to make more plays for each other. Mm-hmm. But here's the problem. I just think they're hot, right? I just think they're hot. I think I'll take the winning streak. I want to see the Celtics do well. I know people think I hate Tatum. I just don't like when Tatum be dancing, right? I think Derek White does help because he's selfless. He's not a selfish player. He's selfless, and he lets the game come to him. And the Celtics don't. The last thing I think the Celtics added people before who took shots every time they got the ball, like Cantor. Like you never see Cantor ain't kicking the ball out. Schroeder's going to call his own number playing for a contract, And then they'll get support because every time the Celtics bring a white boy in, they just automatically they get the crowd behind them. So Daniel Theis being back is helpful as well. So I think right now it's a good time, but at the same time I'm more happy for the coach, man. Honestly, I am. And I really became a fan when I read his story, everything that happened to him in his life, how he didn't get the contract because he got hurt, the whole nine. And then he's really showing some good adjustments. Most importantly, man, if you really look at how he coaches them on the sideline during timeouts, like he got everybody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Brad didn't even have Marcus Smart's attention. Marcus Smart be fucking around with his towel and shit. So Ime is the type of dude that looked like he tried to fight dudes in the locker room, which is what kind of needs to happen, and they do have his respect. So I'm glad they're in a win streak for him. But no, that could go south when Tatum start dancing again.
Right. Yo, he's playing more aggressive, man. I'm seeing a lot of finishing through contact. I mean, obviously, it's easy to play big when you're up 50. You know what I mean? So a lot of that, from what I was seeing yesterday, there's a certain swagger that comes with being up 20 and being up 30 and being up 40. You have a different sense of confidence. But just overall, I don't watch the Celtics too much, but I try to tap in with them for the podcast sake, for the sake of.
Man's had to say that.
But I wanted to add something too, right? I know it's
gotta hear from you, AD. You know that.
I know it's not like a sexy pick or a sexy look because like his name, but like Williams, he's playing very, very well for the Celtics. Yeah. Top five shooters percentage wise from three, and he plays defense. He plays hard. I thought they was gonna get rid of him. He shocked me. Way to step up to the plate. You know, shout out to him for developing that jumper consistently. But I think the Celtics is gonna be all right, man. I mean, I know Les is thinking like, he want to talk about championships. That should, just be competitive, man. You'll be all right.
Nah, man. See, now that's where you lost me, dog. No,
that's what it is right now.
That's where you lost me.
Dog.
That's where you lost me. Let me tell you something. We have 17 championships, right?
No, Les. I said right now, Les. We're not talking about the history.
Oh, okay. Right now, but
right now, we gotta.
So you'd be happy if we went like say another 7 years with just making playoff runs.
Yo, like, do y'all understand how hard it is to win championships?
I sure do.
Yo, Les.
Let me ask you a question: do you appreciate being a rival with the Lakers or the Knicks or the Philadelphia? Are you appreciative of rivals? Because maybe I'm just old. I grew up where,
I was appreciative of them. I was.
Mm-hmm.
That era's done, Les. Give it up, baby.
I think it's done because of the fans. I think it's done because the fans doesn't demand more of the Celtics organization. They're just happy with mediocrity. The Laker fans don't act that way, and I don't even like Laker fans like that. I mean, not personally don't like them or anything. Let me make that clear. I don't hate them, but them dudes. It's even the ownership. They're like, nah, dude, she got her brother out of there. They're like, nah, 7 years of this, nah, you gotta go. Boston owner, he's like, I just want to be comfortable, so let's just hire Brad to be the GM instead of going after someone that could really make a difference. And maybe he does make a difference. Maybe Brad is that guy. But you had a guy who was rumored who wanted to come here, and they didn't even really talk it through. They were like, hey, how about Brad? We know Brad. Brad's cool. We love Brad. Brad.
Who could they have?
They should have went after Presti. They should have went after Presti and Oklahoma City. Do some Massachusetts. He wants to come here. The rumors were that he would have accepted a president job here or something, but nothing came of it. That's the rumor.
Yeah, that's terrible. But anyway,
why is that terrible?
That's terrible for us. That's terrible for the city of Boston. You don't want Sam Presti as your president?
He said didn't get him.
I'm like, I would want it. Like, what?
Oh, okay.
Well, he said it's terrible that y'all didn't make a run at him. Yeah, Presti.
It's terrible that we didn't make him run at him.
Presti got more first round picks than the rest of the NBA combined.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
that
like
man,
so.
like what he has done in that little market is
Unbelievable, bro.
It's unbelievable. Now imagine you bring him to a big market with an owner who's going to spend money and not make trade.
He's not walking away. I don't know if he walk away from all those picks, man. That's legendary right there, man. They got galore.
You gotta try, Corey.
He's not a Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge is the only dude that'll fuck up all the first rounders.
You gotta try, Corey. Like, and that's the thing about the Lakers. You gotta respect. You know, I hate the Lakers, but you gotta respect the fact that
the curse of Billy King. See, man,
let's try that.
Yeah.
You know, let's like, you know, they put themselves in a position, and people would say, well, stars don't want to come to Boston. Well, they can't come to Boston if we don't have cap room to sign anyone. We're always spending money on players that we maybe shouldn't pay that much money to, and things in the past. Maybe it'll be different now with Brad, but dude, I'm sorry, dude. This is not good enough for me. If we gotta just be happy being competitive, then maybe I shouldn't be a Celtics fan then. And I'm never gonna stop.
So that's where I was going with this, man, because I mean, obviously every team's goal is to hoist the O'Brien trophy. Given y'all current cap situation, because y'all are 30 mil over cap this year and you're 34 million over cap next year, what can y'all do? Because I believe Jaylen Brown's he's done next year, right? His last year of contract.
No. I think he's got like 2 more after this year. I could pull up this. I mean, someone can Celtics salary cap.
Tatum signed last year. He signed the year before Tatum.
He signed the year before Tatum.
Right.
Tatum signed the same year Buddy Hield did. Remember that whole controversy?
So Jaylen Brown's contract runs out to 23-24 season. That's when it ends. So he has next year, and then the year after that, and then he can go at that point. Okay. But so, in my opinion,
unrestricted after that, right?
Unrestricted. He could just go. I'm looking at it right now. So the Celtics need to find a way. Now, I do know Horford's contract isn't guaranteed from what I understand next year. I think he's only guaranteed up to $14 million. So they don't have to pay him the whole 28 or whatever he's making. I don't know how an NBA player will accept taking a pay cut like that if it's not guaranteed, and what the ramifications of that is. Can he walk? Can he stay? I don't know. Maybe one of you guys know. I don't know how that works. If the Celtics were to be like, yeah, we're only going to pay you the guaranteed part.
I mean, I'm not going to spend any time talking about Al Horford anyway.
Well, if we're talking salary cap, you know, he's making $26 million next year. If you're telling me only $14 million of that is guaranteed, that helps a little bit.
Yeah, the full 26.5 is not guaranteed.
So I don't. That makes things a little bit better. Maybe he becomes a trade bait to move to a team who will, you know, take the 14 and then cut him or whatever. Who knows? I mean, maybe we can get something for that. I mean, Brad's got a tough job. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, the only thing we can really hope is that Jaylen and Tatum keep taking their games to the next level, and they become that so good that it doesn't really matter.
Matter what, who the teammates are?
They got to get that good. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they can. Look, there's not LeBron James isn't Michael Jordan and all these other great players aren't just walking through the Celtics door right now. Like you got to hope that Tatum and Brown become top 10 NBA players.
I mean, even with that, it seems like the current barometer is having 3 stars. It seems like if you're going to be successful, you need 3 stars. Most of the last several championships have had, with the exception of the bubble year, which was an anomaly in itself. But it seems like the gold standard, and it has been for a long time, is to have that 3rd star. I don't know how y'all cap situation plays out in terms of going.
Let me ask you this, and here's where people say I'm not optimistic, and I'm going to try and be optimistic for once. How good do you think Robert Williams can be? How much better do you think he can get?
That's where I was going with this, Les, because I was watching ESPN in between clients today, and the dude is a walking double-double at this point.
Yeah.
He's a walking double-double at this point, and I mean, he's still relatively young.
He'll be a top 5 shot blocker in the NBA.
Yeah. My question is, it's pretty difficult to feature a big with his skill set as like a star.
But can he get better? Can he develop a little jump shot? Can he, even if he just goes one hand, can he get to his strong hand and make a move to the basket? Can he be somewhat of a threat? Can he?
Right.
Defensively, he's there.
Let me ask you this, Les. Is he better than Capella?
Capella's a better player right now today, but I think he's going to surpass Capella pretty soon. He's got to play more he's got to play more, and he keeps getting hurt.
You said that, right? I think Capella dropped off, and I think Williams is better than him now.
I think it's close.
I think Williams is better than him right now, I think.
You think? Because I think Capella is better than him offensively, and defensively he's better than Capella, but it's not like Capella is a slouch on defense. So
he's not what he used to be.
No, he's not what he's used to be.
If I had to pay either one of them right now, I'm paying Robert Williams.
Me too.
Well, Rob Williams is 20-something years old, so I would agree with that. He's younger than Capella, like much younger, I think. So I would agree with that, Noah. But I think if Robert Williams can continue to get better, look, Derek White seems like a nice addition. I'm not saying he's ever going to be a superstar, but
G-Man, where'd he go to school? I was just thinking that. You
Colorado, maybe.
A&M.
A&M? That's what I thought.
I think Colorado. I don't know.
Yeah, but what people don't talk about White is he plays great defense too.
Yeah.
I see the spacing on the floor look different when he's on the floor as well, AD.
Yes.
And I try to tell Les that, like,
you did.
Don't always look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. You know what I mean?
Dude, AD, his shooting was 31%.
Les, I agree with you, but like I brought up to you, Tim Hardaway shooting about 32% too.
Yeah.
So Les, it's not even always putting the shot in the hole. It's being proficient enough to make somebody to get the ball out there. Right. Yeah. You got to keep the defense honest. And I think that's people's issue with Ben Simmons was if you don't pull it at all, you compromise everything. You got to be willing to pull the shit. And that's why if you remember the development of Rondo, where Rondo wouldn't pull it and then Rondo started pulling it, then you can go to Miami in the Eastern Conference Championship and get 44. Mostly jump shots.
You remember that, yeah.
When you create that threat, you make defenses have to stay honest. When that defender gets to sag off of you 4 or 5 feet and crowd the paint and make it that does terrible things to your offense. So the numbers, and again, everyone knows I'm a numbers guy, but these are some of the things that the numbers can't tell you.
Well, I think segueing into that. What are we thinking about with the trade?
Trade. You saw how I mentioned Ben Simmons, right? Little segue, little shameless segue. Man, I sat on here last week.
Let you go first.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Everyone who don't know, resident Brooklyn Nets fans since before they broke ground on Atlantic Ave. I sat here last Wednesday and said Harden ain't going nowhere. Harden ain't going nowhere. And 24 hours later, Harden is a 76er. I spoke to my homie, who was also Kyrie's best friend. They grew up together, and literally texting him back and forth right before the shit happened. He's like, "Yo, they're not gonna move him. You know, everything in the organization." I just spoke to Kai. He's like, "They're not gonna move him." What it looks like happened in terms of just some of the inside intel that I have is that Philly just made an offer that you really just couldn't turn down. You know, James Harden's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a player. I wish I would have loved to have kept him, and I believe that had we won, that would have cured everything. We all know winning fixes everything. But for what we got for him, I think we win that trade even without the picks. But to get Drummond, to get Simmons, to get Curry, and 2 first-round picks, the analogy I used in the group, I said, shit, I love my house, but if somebody offered me double for my crib right now, I'll be looking for somewhere to live tomorrow, no matter how much I love this crib. You feel what I'm saying? I think that was the situation where Sean Marks really had to look at this like, yo, this puts us in position now. It fills some of the holes we have in terms of interior defense and rebounding, which we definitely had a problem there. It definitely gives us more shooting, which we're probably already the best shooting team in the league. And then that prepares us for the future with 2 more first-round picks. Now, granted, we're probably going to be pretty good for the next few years, and those picks won't be lottery picks, but at the same token, those are bargaining chips. We're likely not going to use those picks to pick up people, but we're definitely going to be able to move them and get other assets and keep the team flowing and preserve KD for another few years if we can, preserve Kyrie for another few years, and just not for nothing, man. Just knowing basketball, it's going to be pretty fucking scary to see Ben Simmons running the pill with arguably the best shooting cast in the league around him. Like, Matt, how do you defend that? How do you defend KD and Kyrie gunning down the wings, and then fucking Joe Harris trailing, and you got Patty Mills putting up 8 threes a game, shooting over 40% from three? Like, how the fuck do you defend that? We're gonna get a wide open look at three almost every possession, especially in transition. And you got a guy pulling threes. We got 4 guys that are pulling three around 40%. And Ben Simmons, a willing passer who's going to push the ball and give us a high-tempoed offense. Like, we have the record for the most efficient offense in league history. I think we might even be able to beat that shit. Now, with a real point guard, a real dude looking, I mean, but to the point, man, I definitely think Ben has to start keeping defenses honest. The fucking scouting report is out. Ben Simmons he was compromised last year. And granted, I respect mental health. I respect whatever that brother's going through in his journey with his therapist, but that motherfucker was compromised from an X and O standpoint. And nobody didn't pay attention to that. Everybody paid attention to that shit. So he's got to be willing. And I mean, shit, what better people to be around to shoot the ball than Kyrie and KD and Joe Harris and Patty Mills and Seth Curry? What better nucleus could a guy like Ben Simmons, who needs confidence to shoot, what better situation could he be around to gain the confidence or learn how to shoot better? So, I mean, Harden seems happy. Ben is definitely happy. I can't wait to see what we look like when we can come together. We definitely got to get on the floor together. Sooner than later. I'm not going to segue in. I got more net stuff to talk about. Adam Silver said some pretty profound things today in regards to the mandate. We'll tap in with that in a little while, but we got to break this trade down. AD, what did you think when the trade first went live? First of all, who do you think won the trade? And then give me your take on the trade.
I think the Nets won the trade.
Yeah, we easily won that shit.
I thought they won it short term and long term.
Thanks.
I know everybody's in love with James Harden. I can't, as great as he is, I can't deal with a player who quits on 2 teams in less than 15 months. Like, he quit on 2 teams in 15 months. And all he did was go to his slave owner, Daryl Morey. That's all he's doing is following Daryl Morey, the man who's going to give him everything he wants. That was the thing. That was the main reason why he left Brooklyn. Nigga, you ain't the HNIC in Brooklyn, cuz. You're not even the second tier, nigga. You are the third tier. KD co-signed it. Like, I'm first, Kyrie's second, and you're third. And on top of it, man, like, a lot of people are starting to get tired of his unprofessionalism, is being ready to be in game shape, and he's getting older. Like, this is when you're supposed to take care of your body even more now.
Bro, you seen all the strip clubs in Philly? Welcome, James.
Welcome, James.
They know what time it is.
Yo, cuz this man has got his. He has been retired in strip clubs, fam.
In mid-season, not the summertime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mid-season getting retired. Like, yo, his priorities, as great as he is, it's not to win a championship. It's to get paid, and he's gonna steal so much money in Philly. They're gonna look. He's eligible for a max, right? Right. So once he signs that 5-year, whatever it's gonna be,
they're talking
40
million.
Say it again, Corey. 62 million.
60-something million.
62 million.
At 37, he will be scheduled to make 62.
Right. And then at 38, it's 64.
That fat motherfucker.
That's a problem.
And then you still paying fucking Tobias $30 million to go out there and look like me.
But not only that, what about who's supposed to be the HNIC? Joel. Now, James Harden, everybody talks about it's going to mesh well. No, the fuck it's not. James Harden pounds the ball. Doc Rivers has motion offense. So I would like to see how that marriage is going to work.
AD, I will say this. I didn't want James Harden originally because if he was going to play like how he played in Houston and Brooklyn, he could have stayed the fuck where he was. You got to remember, when he came to Brooklyn, there was a humility about James Harden I'd never seen before, where he was willing to play within the flow of the offense. And at that point in time, when we first got here, he had the highest plus minus and the highest impact on games won. He had the highest win share, higher than KD, higher plus minus than KD, higher PER than KD, because he was willing to play within the system. I don't think that's what's going to happen, because, like you said, he's reunited with what do you say, his master? Well, master.
Yeah,
He's back with Daryl Morey. You know, Daryl Morey going to green light whatever goofy shit he want to be on. And the crazy shit was, I was really impressed when he became vocal about it, because I could see it in the gameplay that he wasn't pounding the ball, that James Harden was leading the league in assists. You know what I'm saying? He was running an offense, a fluid offense with other players who could score. But when he came out and said, I was tired of playing like that, and he vocally said that. And I thought he had turned the corner in terms of just the maturity and just the basketball IQ, that playing like that can't win. I mean, Kobe said it. Kobe said it years ago. Kobe said that style of play is impressive, it's fun to watch, but it's not going to ever translate into championships. So when he came here and he showed me all the right shit and he said all the right shit, I thought he was buying in. I thought he was ready to drink the Kool-Aid and get right, and we was definitely gonna get us one. But to see the shit he just pulled, it's clear that he just want the bag. He want to do what he want to do, and it's not about winning. It's definitely not about winning. You don't leave Kyrie and KD in a situation like that where y'all just put up the most dangerous offense ever and tell me you want to win. So that press conference I just watched was complete bullshit. Ain't nobody that dumb to say I want to win, but leave Kyrie, KD, and the most loaded team in the league. But I digress, man. The Eastern Conference playoffs is going to be wicked. It's going to be a motherfucking dogfight just about every series. I can't wait for it. Les, tell me what you think about the trade. First, who won the trade, and then tell me your thoughts on it.
I think the Philly GM should be embarrassed. I think he should be ridiculed. I think he should be just trashed all over the airwaves. This man was holding Ben Simmons hostage pretty much, saying he wants a boatload, and this man gives you the boatload. Like, he gave you Seth, Ben,
rub hands like
Drummond.
Birdman, right?
No, heck, he wanted 2 draft picks. He gave you all 2 draft picks. So I think I'm even missing another player. So to make so Nets won the trade easy. This is like almost like one of them Laker trades you see them pull off. Actually, it was that bad. like it was that bad. Like how did this happen? Like it was that bad. Like if we were playing fantasy basketball, we all would veto that trade. That's how upside down y'all beat them in the head with. But good for you.
But Les, I'm gonna counter you with this. Did Philly get better? Yes or no?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so, Fred Hennessy, if you're watching, I'm going to give him credit. Fred Hennessy, I used to give Fred Hennessy a really hard time whenever he crashed. I like gave Harden shit. I was like, dude, blah, 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 da, 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 da. I was saying all this stuff. You know, Fred Hennessy was right. And the reason I'm going to say this is because can you depend on Harden when the game gets close?
Fox, no. Did you see? Yeah. Did you see what he did against the Spurs? When he looked like he was with the bookie.
2 for 11. 2 for 11.
He was jumping in the air, wide open jump shots, and trying to pass it to Capella.
Yeah,
hey, and that was what, 6 years ago.
And here's the thing. Look at.
And hey, dirty in the playoffs. Let's not
anyone
a moment or two override what he did.
I'm going to bring it to the current. We could talk about last year with your Nets. Out the blue, he gets hurt. Something always happens. I'm trying to tell you, there's certain plays where something always happens.
It's going to be bad for that man.
Chris Paul is one of those players. He always gets hurt at the worst time possible. Always.
Is that really fair to say though? Because I mean, they putting up 60+ wins. They go into the Western Conference Championship, but look who they had to go against. There was no beating that Warriors team.
No. They had him.
They had him.
CP3.
AD.
They had him, bro.
How many times, AD? You know basketball. How many times were the Rockets up double digits in that series, and you get up and go take a piss and come back, and the Warriors are up? They played with their food. I saw the Rockets. I remember this from watching the whole series. The Rockets were up 23 times and blew it. Not even blew it. You just don't have enough firepower. The Warriors could literally take your 20-point lead, roll it up, and smoke it during a commercial break, and had a foot right back on your neck.
It's the reason why they won 7 games, bro.
Dude, I don't trust Harden when the game's on the line. I don't.
If you could get up 20 on me and I erase it whenever I feel like, that lets you know that you're just fucking outclassed. If you can't maintain 3 20-point leads in a conference championship, and I just turn on the gas, I just get to another gear that you can't get to and erase your 20-point lead whenever I feel like it, over and over and over again, that just lets you know that you don't have
or James Harden's fucking dumbass methods don't fucking work.
It wasn't just James, it's Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey is the king of the analytics. Daryl Morey said, if you shoot 34%,
that's his slave owner. That's his own.
Daryl Morey said, if you shoot 34% from 3, that's better than shooting 50% from 2.
Can I stop y'all for a second? Of course. Hold on. Let's land. The Celtics just lost
to Detroit.
Yeah.
What did K do?
Celtics lost to Detroit.
Yo, they was just up by 9.
AC's losing his brain right now. I hope
I'll tell you one thing. In 2 years, Cade kind of. I'm gonna let you land. Cade might end up being better than Jaylen Brown. Cade's tough, yo.
Yeah, he has more game.
He has more game. Go ahead, Les.
He has more game.
I was going to say that. Not to mention, you bring that element into Philly, and he's a great player and all that stuff, and I don't trust him, but Embiid is probably going to get hurt at some point too. And I know it's not fair, but he might get hurt. Like, he gets hurt all the time. Your 2 best players are players that are going to get hurt. Something's going to happen.
Yo, real quick, Andre Drummond has 20 rebounds in 23 minutes. Yeah, we won that trade.
Yeah, so which leads me to my next point. This and you just landed me to my next point, Noah, and why the Nets are so much better if KD and Kyrie if KD's healthy and something changes with Kyrie playing full time or whatever. You could go to Ben Simmons and says, dude, you don't have to worry about shooting the ball. I don't care if you hit the shot. Just take the shot, get it to the rim. You have Drummond there that can clean that shit up. He's gonna clean the boards up.
Let me add one thing to this, right? Because this is what nobody's talking about. And I'm surprised C-Mac didn't bring it up because me and C-Mac also agree with this. Ben Simmons is the best defender in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
I was going to say that when my turn was coming.
I would agree with that.
So, all that Giannis on KD shit, it's going to be Ben Simmons.
I love
it. And KD's gonna be on the help side with his long, lanky ass, and then you're gonna have drum guard too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different element. You know what I mean?
And listen, James, we love you. Man. James, if you're listening, we love you. We appreciate your time here. But bro, you was necessary. What Thanos said, you necessary.
I am inevitable.
No,
yes, sir.
Like For me, it's nothing about Ben Simmons offensively. I really don't care about it. I really don't care about him offensively.
He don't got to score.
I really don't care about him. Just scoring the paint,
his fingerprints will be every game,
and be able to hit free throws. That's all he needs to work on, right?
Dude, he's going to score though, AD, because
he's
in a position where he's
going
to be coming downhill. And now you're not going to have Embiid clogging up the middle so much.
Embiid won't be trailing the play like he was before.
Exactly.
And not only this, right? But this is the thing about Philly, right? Pressure bust pipes. You know what I mean? So when you get rid of all these players, there's more pressure on all these players. Like Tobias Harris.
He been stealing.
I just don't see it. Like he's a good pro.
Used to be.
No, he's still a good pro, but I just don't see him as a championship top 3 member.
All right, so let me explain why I think Philadelphia has a shot. When they get to the playoffs, I think you're going to look at games where Embiid and Harden are shooting 27, 28 free throws a game combined.
Yes, that's going to happen,
and that's going to be a problem for teams. That means people are fouling them
because they're going to force you into the bonus.
Harden's going to bully you off that pick and roll because you don't even got to put the thing is, you don't even got to put Embiid and Harden in the pick and roll. You can put Harris and Harden on a side pick and roll.
Right.
So Harden's going to get off his guy. People going to try and go under on Harris. That's cool. Harris can make that midi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now your big got to step up on Embiid.
And that's a lob.
That's a lob. That's ugly, right? You got to foul.
Right.
So if they're consistently running that high side pick and roll, it could get ugly, right? But unless they play the Nets, unless they play the Nets, and the problem with the Nets is going to be who's going to be finishing the games, because that's when Philly is going to expose them when they put the little ass guards out there, trying to defend that pick and roll. They put them little ass guards. That's where the Bucks are going to give them problems. You put Kyrie fucking the fucking, oh my god, Patty Mills and Kyrie Irving out there.
They ain't gonna play together
with Seth. In the end of the game, who they put out there at the end of the game,
bro?
You think it's gonna be Drummond, KD, and
Yo, we could really run our own version of the Hamptons 5. We could really do that if we wanted to.
Okay, you got the wrong Curry to be doing that shit. So
we don't even need Seth. We don't even need Seth on the floor to do that. I mean, in terms of the versatility to run a Hamptons 5, we don't need to have Seth on the floor.
Seth is the better player, bro.
Yes, Seth needs to be on the floor, big bro.
He's better than Kyrie?
No, he's better than Mills, bro.
Yes,
no, I'm not saying either one of them.
Yo, Seth was getting in the other night.
Ben Simmons, Kyrie,
who you can't depend on. But hey, go ahead.
You can't depend on Kyrie Irving in big games.
When
what are you talking about right now?
You can't depend on him to play.
Why not?
Is he gonna be on the fucking court?
We're gonna break into that. We're gonna talk about that a little later.
What you think we're on this losing streak for?
Bro,
I told everybody we're gonna lose these games to drop in the
I'm talking about injuries, man.
He's fine.
For how long?
Bro, the guys that you were just talking about, Joel Embiid is more injured than Kyrie Irving.
I mean, not in the past 2 years.
Joel Embiid has been hurt more than Kyrie Irving.
Not in the past 2 years.
I don't think Kyrie Irving's going to play enough to get hurt. So because he's not playing home games, so I think Kyrie's going to be pretty fresh.
I don't buy that losing shit. I don't buy that losing shit so he could play in that more home games.
Yeah, neither.
Why not?
Because Brooklyn on any given night could walk in your fucking home. They could walk. They could win home.
Not without Kyrie. We can't win without Kyrie. We understand that.
I agree with that, Noah.
We cannot win without Kyrie. So
I think he'll be vaccinated by then.
No, he's not getting vaccinated. The mandates are being lifted in New York. I just got off the phone with my grandfather.
All right, so he can play.
By the time the playoffs start, in more than 60 days, he'll be able to play home games. Adam Silver called out the city of New York today.
All right, but my point is, you can't put them little ass guards out there with Philly like that. I'm just saying.
Joe Harris is 6'7".
This is what you're forgetting about C-Mac. They have
Joe Harris is about to get another ankle surgery, ain't he?
No, he's coming back. But listen, this is what you're forgetting about C-Mac. This is Philly's downfall. It's 2 words. Doc Rivers.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, my God.
Wow.
The worst dude ever.
Yo, I don't want to. Can we not do this to black coaches? They have enough hard time getting a job as it is.
I guarantee Philly will be up 3-1 this year, and they're gonna fucking choke again.
There's no bigger fuck up in the history. Like I used to think Lenny Wilkens was bad because he's an all-time loser.
Right.
I just want to let y'all know that my Nets just came back from down 28.
No, I already know it's 99-99.
I guess who, Noah?
The B squad, the New York JV team.
Knicks are trash, bro.
When's Simmons gonna play, Noah?
March 10th, they're saying it will be his debut against Philly. Me and AD was talking behind the scenes. I'm hoping.
Let me tell you something.
Before that, because if you're not emotional,
where is that game going to be?
In Philly. He doesn't
March
want
10th.
that. He does not.
He don't want that. Then Philly motherfuckers.
Noah,
This dirty son bitches, yo.
He has to play like 2 or 3 games before that.
Bro, he could play. He could debut the game before that, but he can't come back on that day. You're gonna be right back with the therapist.
No,
you're gonna be right back with the lady. You're gonna be right back with the lady.
They will do you dirty. They will do you dirty.
Oh, March 10th to Thursday.
Philly natives.
Oh yeah, that's a nice. That's
wicked
motherfucker. That's a TNT game.
Yo,
Kyrie playing.
Steph Curry's going off.
I wouldn't mind being in Philly that day.
Yo,
not me.
Yo,
we gonna pump them.
Yo, James Harden's gonna be in the strip club with eating hoagies, man.
With meat. Buying meat, Richard Millie's.
You know, that game has everything made of a classic mid-'80s potential physical.
Yes, it does.
Everything means everything. There's some hate. There's some beef.
And B's gonna put up Ben on his back and put his hand up.
We gonna bust their ass.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? Like me and you both agreed, C-Mac. Like I wanted them to keep Ben Simmons than MD.
Me too.
Yo,
like, and that's because of health reasons. You know what I mean? Because I know Ben Simmons doesn't get hurt. Ben Simmons is a warrior. You know what I mean? But man, as long as Doc Rivers is the coach in Philly, them niggas ain't winning shit.
Yo, I forgot about that bitch ass.
Damn, y'all are like, yo, where Doc good y'all, dog?
Yo, if you could line up a Baldy, bro, I can't trust you. Line up with a Baldy, I can't trust you, cuz no way. You wildin'.
Yeah, that's
hot.
hot.
I just want y'all to know that Seth Curry is shooting about 68% from 3 tonight.
Yo, Seth Curry's nice.
I still don't know how y'all let us get Cam Thomas. I don't know how y'all let us get that boy out of LSU. I really don't. He was the best scorer in that draft. If you know, bro, I'm so grateful.
Because he can't guard nobody.
He don't have to. James Harden can't either. He about to get $60 million a year.
So time out. Y'all are gonna kill Doc. You think Steve Nash is gonna be like? Are you like part of that? Do you believe what Kyrie said that we don't need a coach? Like, is Steve Nash gonna be
your man, Nate the Godson?
Whose man?
Oh, I saw that. I hope that does happen because he sucks.
D'Antoni going to Philly, possibly.
Yeah, oh my God, yo, he's just gonna help his man Steve Nash out in turmoil Philly, bro. It's the over.
All we need to do is send Amari over there.
Yo, they're gonna get Doc out of there. Damn.
Yeah, my man Amari be so high on that sideline, bro. Oh my God.
Yo, AD, the THC count gotta be 35 plus.
Yo, bro, he be obliviated, bro.
Yo, I do think the Bucks are gonna give the Nets a problem. I think they're
they're
gonna have a Giannis problem. All right, Noah.
That is the problem. Yo, that's the problem.
Yo, that's a real fucking problem. Giannis ain't fucking with dudes right now, bro.
Giannis wasn't fucking with people last year. What we do to him? We told him to bite the fucking curb, and he had to run under Kyrie.
And he sent y'all home.
He sent one. We were down 2 stars.
Harden played.
Bro, Harden was a shell of himself. He was on the
floor. If you on the court, you expected to get the numbers.
The nigga had 20 points.
What happened?
20 points.
We didn't make them bite the curb by 40. We wasn't busting their ass up and down the court until
they lost to the second round, Noah. They lost to the second round. I'm only dealing with results. You're a numbers guy.
See, man. All right. We gotta ignore the context. What was happening?
I am.
What was happening?
I'm not ignoring it. Harden played. Did Harden play? Harden played 40 minutes.
Games 4, 5, and 6.
He played 40 minutes, bro. He's James Harden.
He was laboring up the court, fam. Was he James Harden? Was he capable?
Listen, it's either you hurt.
It's
either you hurt or you injured. Was he injured or was he hurt? Because everybody's hurt.
He couldn't play his game.
Hurt or injured?
Both.
Oh God. He played 40 minutes.
You can be on the court and log minutes and not be able to do what you can do.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. He wasn't playing hard.
Yo, you can't make excuses. You're making excuses.
I'm telling you what happened. This is the truth. It's not an excuse.
So he quit?
What'd you say?
He quit? Is that what you said?
No, he wasn't 100%. He couldn't.
Kyrie was hurt.
Kyrie was hurt. Kyrie was injured. James Harden was hurt.
Yes, that's a difference.
Bro, Giannis wasn't hurt. Giannis wasn't hurt when Giannis went to the finals with the knee. Giannis wasn't hurt when he went to the finals with the knee, with a hyperextended knee.
Hell yeah, he was.
No, what did he miss?
No,
what did he miss?
Brooklyn's about to win.
Of course, he's about to win.
Yo, Thibodeau's getting fired tonight, nigga. He ain't making it to All-Star break. Fuck
I hate Thibodeau, so I don't care.
Me too. I hate him too, though. All he do is fucking burn his fucking team. That's all he do, though.
Burn his bridges everywhere he go, bro. He's worse than Wesley Perriman with his fucking LeBron takes.
Yo, KD.
He'll get another job though.
Who?
Thibodeau, he'll get another job.
Yeah, as a defensive, as an assistant.
No, he'll be a head coach again.
So fellas, I wanna round up this trade talk.
It's the way the NBA works.
I wanna round up this trade talk. Les, I think to my last question I asked you, Les, I think Philly got better. Philly went from having a $30 million man who was never going to play for them to now having a $30 million man who's going to probably average around 25, 26 points a game.
That you're going to have to pay $60-something million to. It's going to be the worst trade in NBA history.
Oh no, the contract is going to be filthy. The contract is going to be absolutely filthy. But the Nets, the Philly definitely got better. I think what it does is it allows Maxey more minutes. It allows Thibault, who's one of the better defenders in the league. It allows some of those young dudes to start logging more minutes with James and start building actual continuity within that team. Because that situation that was happening over there, with Ben just being shelved, getting $30 million a year, that wasn't healthy for that team, fam. If you're going to have $30 million being shelled out, have it shelled out to a motherfucker who's going to go get you 26 a night. James is easily going to average 25 a night. Easily.
Is he?
Yeah, easily.
Is he?
Bro, with Daryl Morey, you think he's not going to get you 25 a night? Shit.
Daryl Morey doesn't coach the team, though.
Bro,
Daryl Morey's going to...
Daryl Morey got him.
He's gonna
He did.
All
but
Daryl
remember,
Morey's going to be doing is holding his hoagies while he's passing out the bread to them sniffers in the strip club, bro. That's all he's doing. I'm still your master.
I get that I get that they got something, and what they did is they got a nice flashy toy. They got the name, they got the flashy toy. Philly fans are like dancing in the streets probably, but I don't think they got better because I don't see.
Oh.
Yo, AD, you are distracted me. Your facial expressions are priceless.
Yo,
I just don't see.
Yo, Cam. Yo, he just iced the Knicks because Thibodeau's getting fired.
Yo, the Knicks are trash.
Yo, didn't I just talk about him, AD? Didn't I just talk about that young boy at LSU?
Yo, cuz he came down, with 13 seconds to ice the game, cuz.
With that turkey jerky shit.
Yo, he shot a step back three from Cuba, bro. Oh my God.
Yo,
look, I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet on this one. I don't believe in James Harden when it counts. I'll just leave it there.
I don't either.
And that's why I don't think Philly's better.
The reason why I don't think Philly's better.
I do think they got better though.
Not with Doc Rivers. Not with Doc Rivers as their coach.
I know Doc Rivers is ass, bro.
No.
I hate Doc Rivers, bro.
No.
And let's say AD and I are wrong and they did get better. Let's just play with that for a second. Does it even matter? Because you just made your competition that much better.
I mean, they was never going to beat us. They was never going to win. Whether they made the trade or not.
I think the Nets are that much better.
This year for them to beat the Nets.
Bro, they don't have enough.
Well, if Kyrie, if Kyrie,
when you're drawing fouls, when you're going to the line 25 times a day between two people, man, it's a tough ass out.
Bro,
and then there's a Giannis problem. I'm just telling you.
I think it's going to be a tough out.
Giannis is about to abuse everybody on the Nets, bro.
Damn,
he's going to abuse Embiid too.
He did last year, and it was down 0-2 and got smoked by 40.
Yo, can I tell you? Giannis got better, bro.
Yes, he has.
He has.
And so did we.
But I also got to tell you, Seth Curry and Patty Mills, they might not be the superstars on that team, but they're going to be draining shots all over the place.
I just told you that we might be the best 3-point shooting team ever. By the shit's all said and done, we might be the best 3-point shooting team, top to bottom ever.
Oh my
God.
God.
Dude, I don't know about all that, but the court is going to be so wide open.
When you ever seen a team with 5 dudes that shoot the 3 at 40%?
Yo, I don't care about percentages. I got to see it together.
I just told you.
They're not together yet.
You also told us that Harden, Irving, and Durant was going to work.
They did. They created the greatest offense ever.
For 16 games? Shut
up. 13-3. 13-3.
Noah. Stop.
How is that not
working? No, Noah, stop, bro.
How long has the NBA been established? How long has the NBA been established?
Nah, you're right about the most efficient offense ever. It was last year.
Bro, so what do you mean it didn't work? If you can set an offensive record together, that means the shit works.
But the thing about
control injuries, C-Mac.
All right, but it's 16 games is a poor sample, bro. Right. That's not even 1/4 of the season, bro.
That's out of our control.
That's 1/6 of the season, bro.
And we did it, and that's even more to the point. We did it without ever being fully healthy.
So it doesn't count. You got a minimum.
How doesn't it count?
Yo, it should be like 100 game or 82 game minimum, bro.
Bro,
16.
we don't. You
Corey, are you in Austin?
No one can.
I'm in Nashville. Yo, Ben Simmons went on a 16 game winning streak with the Sixers. Is it the same shit?
What you mean?
Remember that when he had a 16 game winning streak with the Sixers?
Did they make NBA history
without Embiid? What's the history?
There's no history there. We produced the greatest offense ever. How you tell me?
You didn't win. You didn't win.
What'd you win? You had 16 games. Just say you had the best offense ever over 16 games.
No, over the season, the entire season, we created for that season, we had the greatest offense ever, and we weren't even healthy. What the fuck you mean we didn't work?
Now you added. You weren't even healthy. All right, cool.
We weren't.
Okay, so for argument's sake, Corey, it worked for one season.
It worked for 16 games, bro.
No, but give him the one season. Give him the one season because it definitely didn't work this season.
Bro. They only played together. No, the premise was Noah saying
that makes my point.
Noah kept touting the net. Oh, Kyrie, he'll be vaccinated. He'll be ready. Kyrie, he's gonna be ready. What are you saying?
No one ever said he's vaccinated.
And what happened? Harden got traded.
I never said he was getting vaccinated.
James Harden
get vaccinated. Only you got to be crazy to get vaccinated.
James Harden said in an interview, his issue really wasn't Kyrie that didn't want to win. He said it was somebody else.
Yeah.
He didn't say it was Kyrie. He said Kyrie and I are friends.
That's a fact.
So it's KD.
You didn't figure that out from the motherfucking All-Star?
I'm just asking. Why did it get like that?
Because he wasn't the H&IC. Because his slave master wasn't in Brooklyn. Sean Marks wasn't putting out the red carpet for him. He already put the red carpet out for 2 niggas. It was Kyrie and KD.
No, we pulled the red carpet out for him. We gave him a lot for that motherfucker.
Yeah, but that wasn't the red carpet, fan. Kyrie's doing whatever he wants in Brooklyn, fan. Whatever.
How?
Kyrie's doing whatever he wants.
He vaccinated?
Dog, last year he sat out games talking about he didn't feel like playing. What are you talking about, Noah?
He's up in the club doing the Dougie. Up in the club doing the Dougie.
His pops was going through some shit.
First, his pops was going through something. Then his sister had a birthday. And then what else happened?
It was all the same time in January. He missed
more than 2 games, though. Noah.
I just told you it was all in the same period in January. When he sat out those games, it was in January.
Man, that nigga came back, man. That nigga's lips is black as hell, man. Matching them black and white jerseys, man. That them fucking niggas wear away, man. What you talking about, bro?
What that mean?
That nigga,
what that mean? He been doing that.
Yo, Kyrie, dog, he wasn't always burning Phil. I don't know what's going on with Kyrie.
Damn, that motherfucker be in the woods in motherfucking Japan with the elephant with mad legs. What the fuck are you talking about?
Kyrie somewhere riding an armadillo, bro.
Dog, that nigga's black.
Bro, the boy eat incense. The boy eat incense and pray to the elephant with wild legs. What the fuck are you talking about? Eat Egyptian musk. What are you talking about? He's nuts, though. What are you talking about? Oh man, big
and that's what you're depending on. And that's what you're depending on.
Yo, but I'll tell you one thing though.
Oh, yeah, he'll kill you.
That is I'll pay to watch Kyrie. That nigga.
Bro, he'll kill
man of 1,000 layups, yo.
He'll kill anybody.
But I don't know, man. I like
before.
if they don't lift the mandate, he's only
They're
gonna
gonna
play
lift
away.
it, yo.
Right,
gonna lift it.
and that's why we
They're
dropped
gonna
in the
lift
seating list.
I'll
Like
tell
I
you
told
one thing.
everybody we
This
would.
is
and
the
not
first
every-
time. This is the first
called
time in
road
2 years
court
I've
advantage,
barely heard
Les.
the word COVID. I haven't
Les.
heard nobody talk about COVID no more.
Les,
Wow.
this is called road court advantage. You heard?
Really? All right.
We're gonna keep the trade talk going, man, because my man CJ McCollum is cooking up more than gumbo in New Orleans.
I told that earlier.
Yeah, CJ's in New Orleans, man, looking revitalized.
Ooh,
CJ's
yeah.
down there doing him.
Drinking that good old red wine.
Yeah, for sure. Eating at Mother's. I don't know if y'all ever been in New Orleans down in the French Quarter. You go to Mother's, you get grits. Get you all the way right.
I know exactly.
You all put the jelly on the fresh biscuits. You heard?
Stay away from them weak ass hurricanes, though.
CJ McCollum is cooking up in the French Quarter, man. Fellas, I gotta hear how y'all feel about this trade, man. I'm gonna start with Les. How you feel about CJ McCollum in New Orleans?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good trade for New Orleans.
Yeah.
I looks like I like that they
We had to
tried.
give up Josh Hart, essentially.
Yeah, but you got a better player. Josh Hart is younger, but I think CJ is a little bit more explosive than Josh Hart.
Much more polished. Shout out to
Yeah.
Josh though. Josh is doing his numbers too in Portland.
Yeah, he's a good player. But I think I can see why they did that, and hopefully I think is this enough to get what's his name? I haven't even seen him play in so long. Zion on the floor, like get him healthy.
Today, he might need an
Stay
additional
there.
surgery.
Yeah,
They'll know next Tuesday if he needs an additional surgery on that foot. It's not healing right.
Yo, he's done.
Yeah, because his fat ass keep gaining more weight, man. Sit
He's
your
done.
fucking ass down and relax.
I didn't mean to go there. But I was
You
thinking
can't-
you
but-
get
but
CJ, that should encourage your superstar that you're trying to win, and that might make your superstar not want to leave. Like
Bro, you can't if you David Griffin and you know this dude that you about to draft guy might have a weight issue, bro. You in New Orleans? You know what kind of food they serve in New Orleans, fam?
Thank you.
If I'm not drafting a kid who has questionable weight issues and put him in motherfucking New Orleans, a big black Southern kid. You know what that boy eating? I just told you he had Mothers with the grits and the jelly on the fresh biscuits. Bro, there's too much food in French Quarter. He eating the beignets by the dozen. You heard?
yo, fans should like run up on him and slap the biscuit out of his hand. Like, yo, chill.
My man out there wearing fleeces, just big ass. He looked like a lamb, just big ass fleeces, just big as shit. AD, man, talk to me about CJ in New Orleans.
I really don't give a shit about him. You know what I mean?
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like CJ is solid.
You say something profound.
Nobody give a fuck about CJ, man. Keep fucking selling that red wine though. That's just selling.
Yo, C-Mac, man, talk to me about CJ.
I give zero fucks about CJ McCollum, bro.
He's balling over there though.
So what?
The motherfuckers is in the basement, bro.
Yeah, nobody give a fuck about that nigga.
Yeah, he can't cover nobody, right? He could have covered Fred Sanford in an open space, bro. Much like a junkyard. He's terrible.
There's been plenty of good NBA players that can't cover people.
But yo, I will say this though, Les. He has a great offensive repertoire. Like for a man who's not athletic,
it's nice to watch too. The aesthetic is very nice.
He's very smooth. Mm-hmm. I mean, he has a nice handle, pretty jump shot, but he still ain't shit. You know what I mean, it's just the facts of life.
Oh shit, man! CJ, the gang says you ain't shit, so we're gonna move on from you, man. Let's talk about KP, CJ. Man. The unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, has been moved. He is in Washington D.C. with Beal. How we feel about that? Talk to me, C-Mac.
Boy, I mean, Beal's hurt. Porzingis will be hurt. I mean, like
first team all injured.
I actually think the overall best trade of the deadline was the Halliburton Sabonis trade. It helps both teams. I know people are the universe is like hyping up. Like don't get me wrong, Halliburton's numbers are crazy in Indiana, but Sabonis actually gives you some. It opens up for Davion Mitchell to play some more defense. De'Aaron Fox looks like his old self already. And I like what
Sabonis doesn't look comfortable though.
Huh?
Sabonis doesn't look comfortable.
Oh, he does. He's killing.
I watched him last night. Didn't look
Well,
good.
he had 21 and 11, didn't he?
Wait, last night?
Tonight he played. Tonight they played as well. But my point is, I think that's one of the better trades.
Halliburton. They got Halliburton and Buddy, right?
Halliburton and Buddy.
Nasty.
Halliburton's tough, bro.
Facts.
Halliburton, and they played the Wizards tonight, and he got busy. I think he had like 20. He had 21 and like 10 or something, but he shot 6 for 17, right? So like that's not ideal.
Yeah, he
right
shot
now,
41%.
You know, right now Sabonis is. Let me see. They're playing the Bulls with my favorite player in the NBA right now to watch.
DeRozan.
Now Sabonis had 9 points last game.
Tonight he had 22, 8, and 11 right now.
Yeah,
I watched him the other night. He had 9 points. He looked, and he shot like 25%. He shot like 30% from the field.
I think they won that game, didn't they?
No, we smoked them by 20 something.
Who, the Nets?
Yeah, we beat them 2 nights ago. He played like shit.
Did you? You sure?
109 to 85.
Nah, I know they was pumping them the whole game. I know that.
Yeah, 109 to 85.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh well, that's what they get, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm just glad Buddy got out of Sacramento. I'm happy.
I got a question for the crew though.
Talk to me.
Who do you think is going to get bought out? Also, it's fuck the Lakers too.
Straight up, every time.
Yo, Corey, who is your team, dog?
I'm like AD, bro. I don't.
Yeah, we're just sports heads, yo.
I just watch basketball, bro.
I love competitive fires. That's all I like.
I grew up liking I like the Sixers. The '83 Sixers, I think the '83 Sixers to beat any team all time.
I think the '83 Sixers are the most underrated great team of all time, if that makes any sense.
Moses Malone, not to get off track. Moses Malone was a 3-time MVP, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I just said shout out Moses.
And Dr. J was 28.
Yo, my pops is 62. My pops would look you dead in your face right now and tell you Michael Jordan ain't never been better than Dr. J.
Yo, well, he's the reason why Michael Jordan could be who he was. He was like, I want somebody to do the research and find ABA footage of Dr. J, because I heard
he was 32 and 20. Cuz what you talking about?
I heard he was doing ridiculous shit.
Yo, it's funny. I had this cassette, like this cassette. It was called like the NBA's best dunks, and it was in '91. Matter of fact, it was when Mike won his first title. That's when it came out, and they was talking about. I'm like, yo, he is crazy.
Yeah, they used to say that the dunks you saw in the NBA was nothing to when he was a little bit younger.
32 and 20. Shit,
Dr. J was nuts,
and he saved that league. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he came along.
Yeah, that '83 Philly team was tough.
They're a top 5 team ever, maybe top 3. It's very possible. I'm just saying they were that good.
They were really good, but
they locked up.
My man James Toney.
Yo,
and Cheeks was a good player too. Don't sleep.
Nah, yo, it's funny you said that. That's my mom's favorite player, bro.
Word?
Yep.
Mo Cheeks.
Yep, that's my mom's favorite player.
Yo, fellas, that kind of wraps up my trade talk. I didn't really feel like anything else was significant to you.
Yeah, because Porzingis sucks, and we don't need to talk about him.
To your question, C-Mac, Dragic is supposed to get bought out, right?
He already did. The Spurs signed him. The Spurs signed him.
Mm-hmm.
They signed him? I thought they were.
The Spurs signed him.
DeAndre Bembry got bought out. He's with the Bucks.
He's with the Bucks. He got the Bucks.
The Bucks now have Ibaka and Bembry, another wing defender.
They're the deepest team in the NBA.
I'm telling you, you better watch your little no fans having nets with that giant. Hey, that giant gorilla coming down the lane, and they got that 7 foot in the corner that can hit threes.
It don't matter. It's not going to be enough. They don't got enough firepower.
All right, Kyrie.
No one has enough firepower.
Out there. Listen, I know you ain't going around the basket with him out there. Giannis right now is MVP to me.
Who?
I think Giannis right now is the MVP to me.
Yeah, he should be in the front. I mean, Jokic is doing better than he did last year when he was MVP.
Fuck that.
Embiid is balling too.
MD's there. MD's there. You know what I mean?
I wanna bring back a segment, fellas, that we did.
Ja Morant's up there too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how.
Shout out to AC somewhere banging his head off the wall somewhere.
With that stupid ass hat on.
I got a question for y'all, right? Why
AC?
Why isn't Chris Paul or Devin Booker not getting more respect for it as an MVP?
Because they blew a 2-0 lead in the finals.
We're talking about this year.
Yeah, but you know what happens in NBA finals sometimes that tends to follow you. You know.
Nah, I mean, I will tell you this much: the Phoenix Suns have no weaknesses.
Word, I don't see it either.
They don't have any weaknesses, bro.
The only weakness they have is that if Giannis want to drop 50 on their head top again, he can.
But they went out and
do that to the next guys.
They got two guys that can back up.
You know what?
We got too much firepower.
I take that back. He won't do that to the Nets with Ben Simmons on him. He won't.
Ooh, retracted, AD.
I don't know. I don't know because
the only if Ben Simmons is on the same Ben Simmons wave, he won't give him 50. See that now.
Listen,
it's hard to start great plays.
I still think, but you can't play Ben Simmons the last 3 minutes of the game,
right? Because he can't hit free throws. Like that's why I say if Ben Simmons can hit free throws and make layups, dog, that's a masturbation.
Well, he can definitely get the layups. It's all he can definitely do that.
17 for his career.
No, I think AD's referring to the 2 foot away, passing it to the smaller guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to, Les. That man averages 17, 8, and 8 for his career.
Yeah. Let's not
I think it's going to take him a couple of weeks to get back to get to game speed
without even looking at the rim.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite players, but I do think Milwaukee's going to get in problems. But going back to Phoenix, they really don't have the free agents that they were able to pick up with the size. I think that gives them I think that makes them the most complete team in the NBA, including over
are they beating Golden State?
I think right now they could beat Golden State.
The reason why they could beat Golden State because Golden State is not fully their continuity is not fully there yet.
All right, so
Draymond Green, it doesn't look like Draymond Green's coming back.
And Draymond's still not back. So
where's Wiseman?
He's supposed to be. He's coming back.
After All-Star thing.
He's scheduled to come back.
Did y'all hear that Denver said they were expecting Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray back?
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it real. That shit means nothing.
Ooh, nah, I can't say that, AD.
This is why it don't mean nothing because Michael Porter's back is going to give out on him again. And I hate to say that.
If it doesn't, if they're completely healthy, AD, it gets spooky.
Well, you know what?
When is Michael Porter completely healthy? Please let me know. The man been hurt ever since high school.
Well, you know what, AD? The Suns does have a weakness. Chris Paul getting hurt at the wrong time, at the worst time.
But he didn't do that last year. He just got
he got hurt in the finals. He missed a game in the finals.
They just got their
shoulder. He fucked his shoulder up.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yep.
At
the end of the day, did you see?
He played with one hand in a couple of them games.
Did you see the game-defining moment? Did you see Giannis bang on his fucking life, nigga?
Yo, Giannis. I don't know if y'all watching what this man.
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
17 buckets for 50 points.
Yeah, he's playing great basketball.
That same week, though, Noah, right? Not only did he give AD that 50, he gave somebody else who was an ill power for it, like 40-something, like 2 of the games before that.
Giannis would do that to anybody. There's no one in the league who could stop Giannis from doing that.
Yeah, they should call him the unicorn. Truth be told, he ain't
white. He ain't white. He's more.
No, the freaks come out at night.
He ain't white. So before. And to sort of like, I know no one wants to wrap us up.
We ain't wrapping up. We rocking. I want to introduce another segment.
Oh, okay. Word. Ooh.
We ain't done this in a while, fellas. I know the last time we did it, we definitely gonna have some different names. I want to talk about who is surprising y'all. What you doing, C-Mac?
We out here in Nashville.
Oh, dude, I could have sworn you were in Austin because I thought TCA was going on right now. And I figured you was in Austin because that room looked familiar to me.
I'll be in Austin on Friday. My brother just moved to Austin.
You should try and get there Thursday so you can go to 6th Street Thursday night and have
No,
a
I'm
good time.
retired, Les. I'm a recovering addict. I stay away from.
All right, say no more. Say no more.
I'm going to.
But I could go to Austin. I'm one flight away from Austin.
Yo, 6-3 is crazy at night.
Fellas, I wanted to bring back this segment. We haven't touched on it in a long time. I'm pretty sure we all going to have some different answers from when we did this a couple months back. I want to bring back who is surprising y'all. I know when we did this last time, I was able to say Miles Bridges. That's when Miles was averaging 25 a game, going berserk, and he fell off. That's Terry's team now. But I'm gonna start, man. The kid up in Portland, man. Anthony Simons is a motherfucking problem. He's a motherfucking problem, man. And I didn't see the development happening this rapidly.
Chauncey.
Yo, that kid is fearless. That kid is poised. That kid is a bucket. I love what that kid is doing up there. I could watch him play every single night. You know, motherfucker, good when you want to watch a bad team. Anthony Simons is definitely got the league on notice, man. I'm gonna spin the mic, man. I want to know who's surprising y'all this year. C-Mac, talk to me.
I can't use the same answer, right?
Who'd you say last time?
I said DeRozan.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta use somebody else.
All right.
No, you can use the same one, C-Mac. Mine changed.
I'll use another one, right? I'm gonna go with Halliburton.
Tyree, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Halliburton.
Speaking of, real quick, they just reinstated Evans.
I know.
My guy.
Yeah, what was he on? Oh, I take that back. Can I take that back? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm going with Kyle Kuzma.
Ooh,
Really?
good one.
Yeah. I mean, he had another 26 and 15 night. I mean,
he's killing this shit.
He's killing.
I mean, he was the MVP of the rookie league that year.
Yo, look at his last 4 games, bro. Like 26 and 15, 26, 15 and 6, 23, 7 and 6, 28, 8 and 22, 8 and 7, 15, 13 and 10. Like Kyle Kuzma, LeBron's son. Yeah, that's my surprise. I got my hot take ready. I got my hot take ready too, though. When you ready,
we definitely come with hot takes. AD, talk to me, man. Who's impressing you? Who surprised you this year?
The Pilgrim in Miami, Tyler Hero.
Fuck that fake ass Eminem.
Yo, cuz that white boy, that Pilgrim's tough, cuz he really got some shit with him. I can't even front. I be wanting to hate on his shit too.
I know. I mean, it's like freaking white Zach LaVine and shit.
Yo,
if Zach LaVine could have get any whiter.
Yo, Zach LaVine don't got his bop though. He really don't. Tyler got some shit, bro. Tyler can run the one. Not the whole game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, C-Mac. You know, you could come off possessions like, yo, go ahead, Pilgrim, bring that shit up.
Yeah. Like he could, and he's the type of dude you don't have to call a timeout to set the play up. Get the your other team score, just go get one.
Yeah, right. Go get a bucket.
Yo, Les, who's surprising you, man? Who's caught you off guard?
I was gonna say this is gonna be funny, and hear me out.
It's already fucked up.
It is fucked up. No, because I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm surprised. Dude, every time I watch a Memphis game, that kid did.
Bane?
No, not Bane. Dude, the Dreads. John Morant. Yes, you know what? Because every time, but listen, hear me out. Every time I turn on the TV, he does something amazing, like really amazing.
But that's been like 2 years now, Les.
No, but it's different this year. He's shooting the ball better. He's getting like 26 a night right now. I never thought he would be at 26 a night. Dude.
Oh, they're the third best team in the NBA right now.
Dude, he's doing amazing things on the court. He's making, like, you'll be watching the game and you'll be like, yo, he's balling. And then next thing you know, just past that, you oh my God, I didn't think he could do that. Or he'll do something defensively. Oh my God, I didn't think he could do that. At least I didn't think he could do that. This dude caught the ball on the backboard. Some shit I used to try to do when I played basketball all the time. I always try to get with two hands. I could never quite do it. Right.
Terrible.
And this did it with the I was nice as a kid. Don't sleep.
Yo,
I don't talk about
I heard you was less. I heard you was less. It's Noah who's up in here falling out.
I did like whatever. I don't talk about it because I'm old. I'm like I feel silly talking about when I was a kid playing ball. But I was all right.
She was nice as a kid, but couldn't grab a ball with two hands, man.
No, I could grab the ball with two hands. I couldn't grab it like when the ball's up in the air. Like I couldn't.
Nah, he's talking about his whole pelvis being above the backboard.
Yo, that dude. Yo, did you see where he stopped that ball at?
Belly button was on the box, AD.
Yo, did you see how high Morant went to go get that ball?
Yeah,
like
at the top of the box.
His whole torso slapped the backboard and slid.
Dude, that's amazing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's an obvious thing. Okay, fine. I'll give you some other unobvious and not so flashy. I could say Gary Payton Jr. or whatever his name is. Okay. Yo, that kid. He's
earning that contract too.
Yeah, he's really good, but it's for a son to be that good in the NBA is not. You don't see that often, But they're usually trash or something like that. Like look at Michael Jordan's kid.
Michael Jordan's son at Central Florida averaged 20 points a game, bro.
Yeah, but he couldn't get to the NBA. He wasn't like NBA good.
Yeah, so that means he's trash.
In the NBA, yeah. He was. I didn't say he was trash in college.
When your pops is widely recognized as one of the greatest ever, and you can't make the NBA. Yeah, you trash, man.
Dude, don't let LeBron kid don't make the NBA.
AD, I'm a really good financial advisor. If my kid can't count, he sucked.
My kid, that shit all the time. Yo, you chips, bro.
But you either got to give me Peyton or Morant. Morant. I don't know. Like I guarantee you, if they're playing tonight, I guarantee if they're playing tonight or tomorrow, and we turn on TV, he's gonna do something that's gonna be like make you stand up out of your chair, put your drink down. He's gonna do something. That's Man, I wish I might start watching college ball again because there's kids like that in playing in now.
They are. I actually think the kid.
You gotta watch college ball.
The kid from Purdue. The kid from Purdue reminds me of Morant.
Yo, he's nasty.
What's his name?
I used to watch college ball all the time, but I can't stand how they leave after 1 year.
He's tough, yo. He's so tough. He reminds me of a bigger polished.
Very polished.
Yeah,
he's crazy.
Fellas, first and foremost, do y'all like this all-star format, or do y'all prefer the OG one?
OG.
Yeah.
Even though this is pretty entertaining. I just want them
to wear their uniforms.
Nah, that's what me and my bro was just talking about. Bring back wearing their uniforms, bro.
Right. That shit was everything.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
Bring back voting for the center and the point guards in these games. Bring that back. Not for nothing.
When they first started making the all-star uniforms, they was way better than these shits they be putting out now. Like I had a couple of them throwbacks. Some original.
Yeah, I think they're running out of ideas right now.
Yeah, them shits be
all this technology running out of ideas. Come on.
That's unacceptable. All these creative ass kids, hire one of these graphic designers off of fucking IG or something. What? Get them some run.
One of these 2K games. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Dude, right. I want them to bring back, and I'm a little old school with this, bring back traditional voting, center, forward, power forward, point guard, shooting guard. Bring that format back. Mm-hmm. Give the centers and the point guards love. I don't like this guard, forward format that they're doing. I'm not a big fan of the. It is entertaining though, so maybe I'll turn. Like it is like at least this year it was so entertaining watching KD and LeBron pick their players. That shit was that was really entertaining. But I don't know if I'm a fan of that. That might have been, but that might be better than the game actually. That was really good.
No, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, they acted a fool, bro. They made that into a.
What did Ernie ask KD? Kevin said no.
No. Yo, he does that better than anybody. Yo, he does that to everybody, yo. I seen him do the Charles Barkley. I seen him do the Kenny Smith. I
got so mad at KD. I was like, come on, dude, this shit is funny. Just laugh. Just smile a little bit. Then he started towards the end.
Ernie didn't deserve that.
Yeah, that joint was hilarious. What do y'all want to change or not change?
Fellas, I'm gonna spin the mic real quick before we get into our final segment. I just need to know who you have as All-Star Game MVP. Let's go.
Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easy choice.
Who got it last year?
Wasn't it Giannis?
Yeah, it was Giannis last year.
Oh, do they give it to the same guy 2 years in a row? Has that ever happened?
I mean, I'm sure they will.
LeBron's
But I don't
back
think
to that before.
Really?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Giannis is going to go hard this year because he already got one.
I don't know.
Well, here's my take.
You want LeBron? That nigga play harder than anybody in the All-Star game. He played hard as shit.
For real,
LeBron?
Nah.
No, LeBron said that about Giannis.
Giannis don't know how not to play hard.
Yeah. I actually think the guy who's gonna get the MVP is the Don.
Luka?
Yeah, I think the Don. And I'll say that for the next segment, but I think the Don's gonna get MVP.
What's this?
I'm warning y'all now. I warned y'all a month ago.
Try to tell everybody he's fucking nasty.
Where's the All-Star game at this year?
Yo, they don't got nobody, and he be cooking.
Where is it this year?
Yeah, where is it?
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland, that's right.
In Cleveland, huh?
Yo, and you could probably still go to Cleveland outside the arena and get a parking spot for free.
You know what? Can I change it? Can I change my vote?
You going LeBron?
I'm going LeBron.
We don't even know if he's gonna play.
Oh, is he not? Is he hurt again? Damn, I gotta pay attention to the Lakers more. Dude, I don't pay attention to the Lakers. They suck. So I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
They are right
They're
now.
Trash.
The dude with my name is getting his shit off right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch.
They're down though.
Yeah, they're down one. I'm watching it.
Of course they are. Suck. Westbrook out there smoking.
Wait, who's your pick? Who's your pick, Noah?
I've been really thinking about it, man, and just by the way he's playing lately, I won't be surprised if it might get chilly and he start going crazy.
Aaron just. I was just a while about Aaron.
He told my nigga Master Splinter. Oh, Master Splinter.
It might get chilly in Cleveland.
Alopecia Trey about to go off
at the age of 22. God damn.
Alopecia Trey about to go off, bro.
So it look like a dirty tennis ball.
He sneezed at all. His whole scalp is out, bro.
Like, dog, he's too young to be going. Yo, what's wrong with these young niggas, dog?
They don't do their Flintstone vitamins like we did, AD. Like, no Flintstone vitamins, nothing.
Yo, Ice Tray is not a bad call, but I'll go with the Don. What about you, AD?
It's Hookah and Casamigos.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, in the East, I got the East winning it though. Well, there is no East, right? So I got someone I guess because in Cleveland, I don't have LeBron winning it. I got
LeBron's team's won it 4 years straight.
If I'm LeBron, I shoot the ball 4 years.
No, I said LeBron. I don't think LeBron's gonna win the MVP. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, he's not even gonna go hard. You know how to make.
I believe LeBron James is a petty human being, and I could see LeBron going out there and showing out.
And I can also see my light skinned brother, the greatest shooter alive, winning it too.
Oh,
Steph got him a couple, right? Only got 2.
Yeah, Steph got plenty.
Yeah, but hey, he's trying to catch the Kobe. Right. Kobe got 4.
Does he really? Wow.
Yeah, that's why the All-Star game. That's why
he got 3.5. AD. Then he split one with Shaq. We ain't doing that. We ain't giving him that whole one. Fuck out of here. He got 3.5. R.I.P.
I don't ever pay attention to NBA All-Star. Like when we be getting to debates and MVPs and news, adding All-Star, I'm like, huh? What?
Yo, they go hard, like because that money now. Like, see, like Les, when you loved it 80s and 90s, the winner only got $25,000.
Yeah, them dudes used to get.
Now,
I mean, the money was different then, though. But,
right, but now look what they getting.
Yeah.
Yo, look what the NHL did. That was ridiculous. Not to switch up sports. 11 players got to split $1 million. I said, "God,
stay home with my family for 900 days."
Yo, cuz, come on, fam. We're talking about Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby, like some of the greatest hockey players to ever do it, and they're gonna split.
Wait, hold on, Andy. You said 11 players got to split 1 million?
Yes, bro. Look it up,
That's
bro.
like 90K. Nah, they
No,
out of here.
no, I couldn't believe it.
In hockey, doesn't NHL make money too? They print money over there too.
But look at their contracts. Look at their contracts. Their contracts are like their max play is $12 million a year. They don't get bread. That's why they double dip. They play NHL and they go back home. Ovechkin goes to Russia. So the kid goes back to Canada.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I thought they made more than that.
Hey, yo, hold the fuck up. I just realized LeBron's team is him, Giannis, and Steph. And DeMar.
Oh, shit.
Yo, KD did whatever he could not to pick Harden, yo.
Yo, so wait, hold the fuck up.
KD, and Harden's not playing.
Yeah.
KD took Joel? What?
Yeah.
He's like, he kept on saying I need size. It was funny out though.
Nah,
my man
the description when he was like, I got to get a rim protector when he got Rudy Gobert. That was hilarious. Yo.
That was hilarious. I'm like
Rudy? You got guys like LeBron, clogging up the paint, Giannis clogging up the paint. I'm like, yo, man, just say you don't want Harden, bro. We all know, dog. You good on that nigga.
Hey, I'm gonna spin the mic one last time, fellas. Our last segment, man. I need a hot take going into the midway point of the NBA season. Let's start with AD. Give me a hot take, please.
My hot take right now is the Memphis Grizzlies will end up in the conference finals, Western Conference Finals.
Okay, that's en fuego. That's a hot take. Less hot take, midway point of the NBA season.
You know what? F it. Celtics against the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes. Oh, the word is fuck it.
But
fuck it.
The thing is, though, that's not a hot take. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 out of last 5 years.
No, that's a hot take.
Dude, that seems not that good.
They have no chance to make the Eastern Conference Finals.
This seems not that good.
No, they are like 2 games out of first place.
But this is shout out to all the people that think I'm too negative. I'm saying the Celtics. I got the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'll be happy if they lose because you guys are happy. He's going with the reverse. The reverse.
Yeah, that's a heroin spoon hot take. That's a heroin spoon hot take.
Get that thing.
That's a heroin spoon hot take. Here's my hot take, man. Milwaukee does not make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Whoa, that might be higher than my hot take because they get in there. They get in there.
There's legit 4 or 5 teams that have a legitimate claim to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Everybody's sleeping on Miami.
Who are these 5 teams?
Keep sleeping on Miami.
I think Miami's good, but that doesn't mean they're going to stop Milwaukee.
There's 4. Chicago is going to be a motherfucking problem when Lonzo get back. The East is going to be real crunchy. There's 4 or 5 teams who have legitimate claim.
LaVine might be out for the year, though.
Who?
LaVine.
Nah, I literally just read up on it. He's straight.
What is it again? His knee, right?
The knee.
Okay, so you got the Bulls. I know you're gonna say the Nets.
The Nets are the favorites. You know that.
Yeah. Okay, so who else? So who's the other 3?
Philly, Miami, Chicago. The East is fucking ugly right now.
I don't know why, but I believe in the Heat more than I believe in Philly.
Sure, but
that's not far-fetched.
Not at all.
The Heat is deep as shit, and they all buy into that fucking culture. They all fucking.
Pat Riley gets everybody to buy in. All his teams are like, yo, you're gonna be rugged.
Shit, it ain't hard to buy in when you ain't got to pay no taxes.
Right.
That too. You ain't got to pay no taxes.
Your 30 is 30 down there.
Thank you.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. Let's look at the Eastern Conference standings, fam.
I'm gonna take a hard look at it. I don't see 4, but
not for nothing. Cleveland gonna be a pain in the ass. Let you know that right now. When Karras get comfortable, Cleveland is going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh, he looked comfortable already. Cleveland's
at the end of the day, man, I got them going to the playoffs. But they're gonna need another year to learn like what it feels to be what playoff basketball is. Like I don't expect them to win their first round. If they win their first round matchup, that's like big time for them.
That's a big successful season.
Right.
Hey, from first place to eighth place is a difference of 5.5 games.
Exactly.
5.5 games from eighth to first. Now, when you look at the Western Conference, that same margin is 20 games. Yeah, 20 games. It's definitely about to get crunchy. AD, hot take, man. Close us out.
Oh, I gave you my hot take.
Yeah, it's me.
It's Matt.
What'd you say?
I have Memphis. I got the Memphis Grizzlies going to the conference finals.
Absolutely. And,
all right, here is mine to close out the show. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy?
My fault.
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but there's an outside chance of this happening.
Back up on the camera, fan, with your bullshit.
The Dawn wins MVP.
There's no chance in hell.
All right.
There's not a chance in hell.
Half
of the season passed already.
He got the cocaine-colored skin, man.
He ain't done enough. Yeah, and so does
Yo, is Dallas in the top 4 seed yet?
Yeah, close. They're very close.
They gotta get in the top 4, top 3.
Bro, they're very close.
Bro, they're not. He's not gonna. He can't catch Embiid. He can't catch Giannis, and he can't catch Jokic. He can't.
Yo, they lost to the Blazers. Are you kidding me?
Who?
The Grizzlies.
Yeah,
they just lost to him.
Durant didn't play.
Right? Let me see my boy Anthony Simons. What do he do?
Kill probably.
Yeah, 123, 119. What Anthony do? 31. 18 shots, 11 of 18, 5 of 10 from 3, 31 points, 6 assists, 3 boards. Fucking filthy.
Damn.
Shout out my man Josh Hart. I said he was doing his thing. Oh shit, Nurkic had 32 and 8. Josh Hart had 22 and 7, 22, 7 and 6. Justice Winslow, 16, 7 and 4.
I thought he was gonna be so much better than what he was.
I'm disappointed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I really did, fam. He had the size. He had the NBA.
Yeah, everything, dog. He could play the 1, 2, and 3. I thought he was gonna be able to play the 1, 2, and 3 at a high level. I really did. And he defends, so I thought he was gonna be all right.
You know what, fellas? I'm gonna close this out on this because I was talking about this earlier. The NBA draft is tomorrow. You got the first pick. Who you taking? AD, go.
Shit. Ivy.
Ivy? Okay. I'm not mad at that. Les, I know you don't follow college too much.
No, but I'd probably take
Chet.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I like 7-footers.
No.
Wait, that came out totally wrong. But you know what I
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that came out totally wrong.
Yo.
Pause.
Big bong.
That came out totally wrong. I should have had a couple of drinks before I jumped on.
You're good, Les. You're good.
Yeah, we gotta close the show because Les is up in here.
Les is wild. Yo, see that real quick, man. NBA draft is tomorrow. You on deck, first pick. Who you taking? Real quick.
I'm taking Paolo.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to. Just the frame alone is ready.
I'm a Duke guy, but he's starting to slip to me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other players are getting better.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also feel like he's not asserting himself the way he was.
Thank you. That's what I'm noticing. Like,
because like they can get better all they want. He could be at a different level if he asserts himself.
I want you to think about where the game is at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these college players who are elite are not playing to win championship. They're playing to not get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's going to the draft. He's trying to chill.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's going top 3 regardless. There's no ifs and buts about that shit. Like Chet's going top 3, but I just don't trust 7-footers over 7 feet.
Like Zach Collins. People thought Zach Collins was the second coming to some shit.
We need to give the centers some love. We need real centers in the game again.
Let's let it go, fam.
Les, you need 7-footers.
No, I'm not saying that ever again.
Yo, Phil, I'm out, Phil.
Yo,
I like
podcast, man. Appreciate you, Les. C-Mac, we appreciate you making time when you
Pause.
on the road. AD, you already know what it is.
God.
It's Snt Podcast, man. Tap us. sports.com, Snt Sports across all platforms. YouTube, check us out. Check us out over on Clubhouse. Shout out to Smooth. Get with us on Facebook, man, where the essence of this thing began. This is what we do, man. Snt Podcast. We are the intersection of sports and culture. Should be a note. Yeah.